Thank you very much, members of the press. I'm 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀, Member of Parliament for Embakasi's constituency, a Member of Parliament in Nairobi. And I want to say clearly that in Nairobi at the county level, we lack proper leadership. Leadership that should change the lives of the people. Leadership that should make proper roads for the people and serious drainage system. Leadership that will offer sufficient supply of clean water and of serious quality. Leadership that will ensure that our mothers, our youth, men and women get proper medication in terms of drugs and payment of the personnel, the medics in various hospitals. We want serious leadership that will clear and clean the city. The city is filthy. The city is not clean. And something like garbage can be done away with within the next 3 to 6 months if you're a serious governor in Nairobi. That is the leadership that we want in Nairobi, leadership that is going to provide jobs and leadership that is going to embrace education, giving people bursaries, our children, giving them bursaries to ensure that they attain the highest level of education. Yes.
Okay. Based on politics, maybe most people may ask, 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀 is supporting opposition or is in government? Many have been questioning that.
𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀 as a Member of Parliament is with the people. My leadership is servant leadership. When something is going wrong, I must talk about it. I must provide checks and balances to the excesses of the government. Because if you leave the government to run amok, the government will mess up. If the government is not providing jobs the way they promised, it is the work of 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀 to tell the government that they are not giving jobs. If the government is not constructing roads the way they promised, it is the work of 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀 to ensure that, to put pressure to ensure that the government does that job. So that is what is allowed and constitutionally allowed. So 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀 will always be very objective. Whatever the government is not doing right, we will point it out. If the government is raising the cost of living because of overtaxation, then 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀 will talk about it. Because we know the challenges facing people are unemployment, high cost of living, and also overtaxation. And those are some of the main challenges that we face. If a mom cannot afford school fees for their children, a dad cannot afford food, 3 meals in a day to go and provide for their families, then we have to fight the government, because the government should provide an environment for people to do businesses or for people to get jobs. So if they're not doing this, we will be always on the side of the people, because that is the right thing that I'm supposed to do as a leader.
Yes. So you're supporting one-term movement?
Of course. Yes.
Maybe what have you done in Embakasi East that now you want to do in the whole of Nairobi?
In Embakasi East, we call it Embakasi East Republic. In the Republic of Embakasi East, a lot has happened. We've done so many roads in Embakasi East, so many tarmac roads, and also marammed roads have been done there. We've constructed schools in Embakasi East. We've renovated almost all schools in Embakasi East constituency. We've bought buses in all schools in Embakasi East constituency. We provided water. There's the northern water tunnel. The main host, the water reservoir, is at Embakasi East constituency. We've done total of over 30 boreholes in Embakasi East constituency. We've done high masts. We've promoted businesses for youth. We initiated the program of the table banking, and our women can take loans from various groups and do businesses. And above all, in Embakasi's constituency, we embrace God. So I'm the one who's been ranked as the best Member of Parliament for 2 consecutive years, yet we're in opposition. Yes.
Okay. At the time, there was a rumor in newspapers that 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀 and other young parliamentarians are forming a party. Maybe you can clear on that or something like that.
I think, my brother, that is tomorrow's problem. Today's problem as a Member of Parliament is to work for the people of Embakasi's constituency and to ensure that Nairobians also get services. When that time comes, we will communicate our position.
But maybe you can touch about your friend 𝙊𝙑𝙀𝙊𝙀. Most of the time we see you been taking photographs together.
𝙊𝙑𝙀𝙊𝙀
Are you up to something?
𝙊𝙑𝙀𝙊𝙀 is a great leader. He was ranked the 2nd best Member of Parliament. I was ranked the best Member of Parliament, which means that he's working, he's doing a great work, he's an intelligent leader. There are also other intelligent leaders and leaders who are also working hard, who are delivering. Above all, we are youthful leaders, and we need to see how we can support each other. And then we also have future ambitions that must just happen. Yes, one day we are going to lead this nation, we are going to rule this nation. So siku moja mtakuja mkojoe State House.
A few days ago we had election in 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀. What was your view on that?
I think
was it done fairly?
By election, not just
the,
in 𝙂𝘼𝙈, in the whole country.
What I can do is to condemn the violence that took place in these by-elections, because let us not be misused and abused. The youth are the ones who are being used to put posters. Youth are used to attack each other, to kill each other, to shed blood. And when people are eating, they don't call the youth on the table. I always tell the youth that if you're not on the table, you break that table. We have to condemn the violence, because if you are a leader, why do you want to lead people who are already dead? Why do you want to lead people who are not existing? And if you open up the leadership, an altar with blood, then you will maintain that altar with blood. So in leadership, you don't have to kill to lead. Yes, so I condemn the violence. Elections went the way they went. Results were out. I don't want to discuss much about it. I can leave that to political analysts who can talk about something about it. But in either way, there's never a winner nor a loser in any election, because even the person who's lost has learned something, and that person might contest next time and win an election. For the winners who won, we just congratulate them and we urge them to work for the people. That is the most important thing.
Wow, thank you so much. Now, the last question as we wind up, there are leaders who are demeaning you. Like there was a 𝙂𝘼𝙈𝙀, and I see they didn't give you a chance to speak. Maybe do you have a message to those leaders who are seeing Babu? They just want to cover you up.
Yeah, leaders demean me everywhere. I have no problem with that. The other day you had my great friend 𝙊𝙑𝙀 also demeaning me. And I want to say that the opinion of a sheep has never mattered to a lion. Yeah, and we will stay focused. Those who could not give us a chance, I want to remind them of a story in the Bible, the story of David. Even David's father did not believe in him at some point. That is why he brought other sons but left David outside. But when he was asked if there's another son, he just said that there's just one somewhere who is taking after the sheep, who is looking after the sheep, the herd. And that is the leader who became a king. Joseph was taken as a dreamer until the dream turned into a reality when he became a king. His brothers sold him, and they thought that where they were selling him, they were finishing him. That is why he was going to be a prime minister. So it doesn't matter. Those who demean us, it doesn't matter. What is important is to never lose the sight of a gazelle for a dashing squirrel.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Before you finish, as we prepare for 2027 election, what is your message to the youth?
I want to urge the youth in this nation to register as voters. That is the only weapon we can use to finish tyranny. That is the only weapon we can use to finish dictatorship, poor leadership, lack of proper governance. Register as voters. Let us not just communicate, talk, but let us go, let us do, let us act, let us register as voters, and let us ensure that we disappoint bad leaders and appoint great leaders. And lastly, to the online drivers, the Uber drivers, I know what you're going through. I know that you are really suffering. You don't even sleep. Why? Because you've taken these cars on loan, you pay loans, you service these loans. At the same time, you want money for fees for your kids, money for food, money for rent. At the same time, you are being taxed heavily by the online apps, the online providers. Uber, Bolt, charging 18% is too exorbitant. They should be charged at least 5%, because they should bank on the numbers. The online service providers should bank on numbers, not charging exorbitantly. Government should not tax the online Uber drivers the moment they earn from the online service providers, because that is now, it amounts to double taxation. Okay, so Uber people, I feel you so much. I'm always with you. We will fight together.
Thank you so much for getting time to speak with us on your busy schedule. And all the best.
Thank you so
And you are
much.
the future president.
Asante
Yes,
sana.
all the best.
God bless you.
Yes, asante.
Yeah.
Salimiana kidogo.
Kwa majina naitwa 𝘃𝑃, incoming MCA pale Githurai 44. Na siku leo nasimama na babu kama kijana, kama Gen Z. Mimi ni chairman wa Gen Z na tunasema si Gen Z, tunataka haki yetu ya wale pia vijana walikufa, wakati wa maandamano. Tunahitaji uhaki ifanyike na tuna support Babu Owino 2027 kama governor wa Nairobi, sababu huyu ni kijana bado, ni Gen Z bado, na bado tunamtegemea. Amefanya kazi mzuri ya kushikilia Gen Z. So 2027 tunasema ni Babu Owino na hatubaduki kama vijana. Tunataka haki na tunataka kuambia pia Ruto hivi. Nataka kumwambia apatie vijana chance. Aache kupiga vijana wenye wanaamka, aache kupiga Gen Z wenye wanaamka, aache kupiga Gen Z mwenye anajitafutia haki yake, na aache kupigana na wale watu wanainuka. Sababu utavuja mtu leo mguu, kesho utavuja mwingine. Tunazidi kuinuka. So na tunasema Nairobi sisi wote ni wa Babu Owino. Gen Z wote ni wa Babu Owino, na pia kitu naweza sema watu wachukue kura, vijana wachukue kura, Gen Z wachukue kura ili 2027 tuzidikishe watu nyumbani. Tuzidikishe watu nyumbani.
Asante. Pamoja.